Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of Ghana Premier League Extra. Charlie, your enjoyment minister. Charlie Poppy Extra, like GPO, Ghana Premier League Extra, plus everything. Yeah, I'm here. The enjoyment minister, I'm here, John Fu. You know, be my boss. I see in videos as at this school, they do was. But Charlie, I'm back. And this episode is going to be on the spotlight. And you boys know, since we started the spotlight, we brought you Ishmaelado, we brought you Kama Adini, we brought you Perfect Combi, Albert Ama and Kwame Opoku, and all of these players are ballers. And today we are bringing you another baller, another senior man who is in Accra Hearts of Oak. He's a very good player and a midfielder who has gone through the ranks, and this season he has really performed for his club. But unfortunately, his club has not really hit the heights. But before we get into that, please remember to like, share, and subscribe this YouTube channel, Ghana Premier League Plus. Yeah. Go for more about then I despise him on a channel with the US crown. So if Charlie more times text my boss, then my madam to shout outs to Madam Judith. So let's get right into it. And this player, he has come from the ranks from Division 1 and is now playing in the Ghana Premier League. From WB United in the Division 1. In the Division 1, even though it does not get the hype as much as the Ghana Premier League gets, it is known for producing a lot of great players and a lot of great midfielders and bringing them into the Premier League, and they continue to show their quality and continue to prove others wrong that the Division 1 has a lot of quality talent. And this player that I'm talking about is no other than Mohammed Hussein, a player who has been very instrumental in whatever Abubakar Ouattara has been doing this season. This guy, like, when the first day I watched him, I was just in love. I thought he was the next Kevin De Bruyne, but I can't say your mind be black, I don't know any black albino. So yeah, then I figure say he be my De Bruyne, but still, to him he's a very impressive footballer, and I just like the way he has grown into this House of Folk team, joining them. I think this season or last season, he has still being instrumental for them, but unfortunately his team had to have not been able to reach the heights. Even though this season they finished in the top 4, there were still lapses in their games, inconsistent throughout the whole season. But for Mohammed Hussein, this season he has won the most MVP matches, MVP awards awarded by NASCO this season. He won 2 against Accra Lions, 1 against Kerala, 1 against Legon Cities, and the whole lot. He won about 7, and it's very interesting for him. He won 2 against Accra Lions, Brekum Chelsea, Bichim United, Kerala, Young Apostles, Adriana. So all these matches, he was the man of the match. But you and check all these matches too. You look at the results his team got, and it shows you how sometimes a player can do his best, but the whole team will not be able to project the player's effort. But he was able to stand out in all of those matches. And for information, this is the most in the league. These 7 MVPs. No other player in the Ghana Premier League has been able to achieve this feat this season, and it shows you how impressive he has been. He is the link between the attack and the defense for Hearts of Oak. And unfortunately, they are attacking for it. The likes of Mauli Wayo, Hamza Issa have not been able to live up to them, because Charlie, you see some of the passes your man they give. See, more times we overhype the English Premier League. This guy, the kind of passes he they give, Charlie be man busting, but at the end of the day, when it gets to Mauli Wayo, when it gets to Hamza Issa, when it gets to the people up there, Daniel, Asamoah Boateng, Asarov, when it gets to this kind of player, then we don't know what they are doing. So relationship goes, they no go first, cause I say me, you put me for there. This has me then Hussein, like we go past Perfect Combi, say we go do loud things for them, and we go enjoy for the park. But the show is he is really great. I mean, I'm just hoping that at the end of the season, Hearts of Oak will be able to keep him. And we've seen this. Hussein Mohammed, the first half of the season, he performed very well alongside Mohammed Hussein. They formed a very good partnership, but unfortunately, Sani left his brother in Ghana. By all means, Charlie, money come. No get money. So the money come where your man left, but it's left with Mohammed Hussein. We thought he and Rafael Amponsa and Co, Martin Kakari, Setose and Co will not be able to handle the midfield, but he has been the main leader inside this Hearts of Oak team in their midfield, and it's just good for him. He's just a wonderful and a perfect player, and I'm just hoping that he'll be able to rise up to the highest, the biggest midfielders in Ghana that we've known, the likes of Emmanuel Ajiman Bedu and Co. And I'm hoping, because he's just 21 years. He has a lot of years to play, and the Premier League end. Oh. So right now in the transfer window, we are hoping that no team, because from what I'm hearing, some teams outside Ghana want to buy this boy. For me, my information, my boss too is telling me something. He's telling me that Charlie, the way the thing did, the guy on the ball, but then you remember this guy, former Black Star player, Aquano on the ball, Richard Lamptey. Hey, Richmond Lamptey. Like Aquano on ball, so it's like he's not Mohammed Hussein is not better than him, but this season I think he has done a similar job to what Richmond Lamptey did when he was at Asante Kotoko. And after that, other big teams came from Africa to come and buy him. And from what I'm hearing, Charlie, if Abubakar Atara, Mr. Tamaklu, Mr. Akambi, and the boys for the WhatsApp group inside, for my House of Folk WhatsApp group inside, them no do all that. My one and only midfielder will leave, and if he leaves me, I don't, because Rafa Amponsa is good, no problem. Set aside this season when he came in January, off and on in performances, no challenge, Shadan Yadasa, me cry, me bar, me to me abo. Which other players? Yes, Martin Kakari, a bench warmer, comes, has one or two good games, then it's on. But Mohammed Hussein has been the mainstay in this Hearts of Folk team. So I think we should continue to give him the plaudits, and he deserves it. He has really performed. 28 games, 27 starts, 1 goal. You might say, as a midfielder, maybe this generation or this modern era of football, a lot of people look at the matrices, a lot of people look at the goals, the assists, but the main job, you see, the fundamentals, as our former vice president said, if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rates will expose you. But his fundamentals are what? They are good. Like, the fundamentals are good. So you cannot expose him. And I've not seen, House of Folk matches, you watch House of Folk games, and it's not, they don't lose a lot of their matches because their midfield has not been good. When House of Folk want you, if you get time, viewers, go and watch that House of Folk versus Visions match. People might say, to me, I think Visions could have won that match. But you can realize that anytime House of Folk want to play, like they want to play stylistic football, they want to play possessive football, they're able to cut through this play, and the person behind this play is Mohammed Hussein. So it's not the House of Folk, their midfield has been porous, or it has been they've not been able to dominate games. That's one problem. They've not been able to dominate games, and you cannot blame that on Mohammed Hussein as well, because he does his part, being able to collect the ball. He gets it from Rafa and Ponsa, and he gives it to the attacking players to be able to score the goals for them. But unfortunately this season they've not been up to the task, and it's unfortunate for him. But I'm praying that this 21-year-old Charlie, as I see your man in face for the first time, I say, wallahi, this boy no go fit be 21. You see my boss in face, my boss go fit check like 30 something. So this guy go past Mohammed Hussein. Wallahi, this guy no go past. But Charlie, all in all, Mohammed Hussein is a good player, and we are just hoping that he's able to reach the pinnacle of Ghanaian football. Guys, this is where I bring the show to an end. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. My name is John Fo. Until then,